Minecraft 1.16 The Nether update was a fantastic update that added a lot of really cool things into the game. But now that it's been out for a while, people are wondering, what's the next big Minecraft update? And I'm here to tell you that Minecraft 1.17 will not be the cave update. Probably. The Minecraft community has wanted a cave update for a long time, and Mojang is really good at listening to their community, so it makes it seem only natural that the next big update would be the cave update. But that probably isn't the case, and there's a few reasons for that. Way back at the last Minecon, we had a biome vote, and we voted to revamp the mountain biome. We're gonna get more mountains, we're gonna get snowier snow, as Agnes said, and we're gonna get some revamped animals and landscapes, and it should look really nice. Along with that, we've also been getting a lot of combat snapshots, especially the last month. We've gotten 3 or 4, and it is insane how much work they're putting into this combat update. So I have a feeling that 1.17 is going to take a similar route to 1.15, where 1.14 was the big major update at the end of summer. 1.15 was a smaller update in the middle of the year. I have a feeling that it's going to take this same course. We just got 1.16 at the end of the summer. I feel like we'll probably get 1.17 sometime early next year, and I feel like 1.17 will probably be this mountain update along with the combat update. They might save the combat update for 1.18, but since they've been putting a ton of work into it, I have a feeling that it's going to be 1.17. But that's not to say that 1.18 can't be a cave update, because I think 1.18 could very well be the cave update we've all been waiting for. When you look at it that way, it makes it seem really realistic that 1.17, unfortunately, won't be a cave update, but instead that the next big update will be the cave update, which will be 1.18. Like I said, I think 1.17 will be a smaller update sometime early in the year, which will probably just be a mixture of the combat update and the mountain update, if not the mountain update by itself, and then 1.18 will probably be a cave update, and maybe the cave update will include the combat update with it. Now, I already told you guys what I expect 1.17 and 1.18 to be, but what can we expect in these updates? Well, in 1.17, Mojang has already told us a few things. We will get a new goat mob, which will be awesome to see mountain goats. We will get more varied snow, which we don't really know what that means. They said snowier snow. I don't think anyone really understands what that means, but I'm curious to see what it'll be. We're going to get some different cliff sides where the mountains are going to be a little more aggressive and a little bit more dynamic, look more realistic maybe from afar, and probably be a little bit more dangerous to climb. And just in general, they said it's going to be a lot more beautiful atmosphere. So maybe some different trees, maybe some different wind mechanics I think would be curious. So I don't know, we'll just have to see. We really don't know much about the mountain update. All we know is that we voted for it, and I would like to see it. Now, a lot of other people in the community have mentioned a few other things that would be really cool to see in this mountain update. For example, mountain lions. I think that would be really cool, especially if you could tame them and have them as a pet. That would be awesome. Another reason would be maybe a reason to actually mine in mountain biomes. Currently, mountain biomes aren't that great. When I just walk through them, I'll get some coal, maybe a tiny bit of iron, but it'd be nice to see maybe some different ores lodged in the sides of mountains. If you think about mountains in real life, tectonic plates are pushing against each other and pushing the land up, so maybe these tectonic forces in Minecraft could be emulated, and you might see a various degree of ores just kind of hanging in the mountainside. I think that'd be pretty cool. Along with that, people have also thought of maybe adding a new method of climbing into Minecraft. Maybe some sort of tool you can use, like grappling hooks or something like that you can use to climb the side of these really tall mountains. It's the mountain update, and I think this would be the perfect time to add this. Obviously, we have things like elytra, and in Minecraft, you can just build up anyways, so maybe it's not worth adding, but if there was a way to climb blocks, or at least climb certain blocks, I think it'd be really interesting. I know I've seen a mod that someone made where you put a pickaxe in your main hand, and you also put a pickaxe in your offhand, and you alternate click left and right to kind of climb the side of a mountain. Besides that, people have also thought of adding mountain temples or other structures, just so we have something to look forward to in these mountain biomes. Currently, we don't really have mountain villages or anything like that, so I think it'd be really awesome to see something like that. As for the combat side of things, there's a lot of things we can expect. There's new enchantments, there's new reach mechanics, different weapons have different damage, they have different swing timers. The main thing you can expect with the combat update, I would say, is that combat is going to be a lot more similar to how it is on the Bedrock and console versions of the game. They want to make the two versions of the game as similar as possible, and so this combat update aims to do that. It's somewhere in between the old Java combat and the new Java combat. I personally think it's a lot better. I still prefer old Java combat before 1.9, but at least this is a step in the right direction. Now, as for the cave update, there's lots of really awesome and exciting things we can expect, so you definitely want to stay tuned for this. Now, some of this I thought of on my own, but some of this is also coming from the Minecraft wiki, so I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. But there's a whole bunch of things that the community is suggesting for this cave update. First off, obviously, new stones, things like basalt, which we already got in the Nether update, but maybe we'll get it in the overworld. Marble, limestone, and slate. I think that'd be really cool. Maybe some decorative stones, things like malachite, turquoise, jasper, olivine, things like that, opal. We already have emerald, maybe we'll get something like ruby. New ores like hematite, sapphire, maybe ruby can be used as an ore to make armor, copper, nickel, titanium, which could make really cool armor, amethyst, topaz, things like that. And along with that, probably new tools and new armor made out of these new ores. I think Mojang kind of wants that in the future. I think they want more armor and weapon types, and I think they were experimenting with that with netherite. Now, maybe not a bunch of tiered armor, like for example, there's a bunch of armors that are better than diamonds, but maybe different armor and different weapons will have different trade-offs for using them. For example, diamond armor and netherite armor offer you the same protection. Netherite armor just has a little bit more durability, but it's also a lot harder to get netherite armor, so it's a bit of a trade-off. So maybe we'll see something like steel armor, ruby and sapphire armor, maybe even emerald armor, because we haven't had too many uses for emeralds yet. Titanium armor, I think it'd be really cool to see different things like that. Along with that, we'd also probably expect new structures. We don't know what could be found down there, but maybe going along with new mobs, we'll get some type of cave mobs, maybe some cave goblins or trolls or something like that. I think it'd be interesting. Obviously, different cave generation to make it a little bit fancier. And to go back along with structures, also revamping abandoned mine shafts would definitely be really cool. On the Minecraft wiki here, they have some cool mob suggestions, maybe goblins, a basalt titan, a goblin chief, or skeleton miners, which I think would be cool. Along with that, they have a few cool things they suggest. For example, a mining helmet, which I think is a great idea. Pretty much making a helmet with a torch on top or a lantern, just so you can equip the helmet and you don't have to worry about placing down torches. Instead, it'll emit a light level around you, kind of lighting up the cave so you don't have to worry. Maybe different scraps for different ingots, and you can combine different ingots to make different alloys and different metals to make cool and interesting armor types. And along with that, maybe a mining radar where you can use a compass to see where different ores are around you. I think all that would be really interesting to see in Minecraft. Well, anyways guys, that's all I had for this video, but I'm curious, what do you think about my predictions? Do you think 1.17 will be a mountain/combat update? Do you think it'll be a cave update? Do you think it'll be a combination or something else? And along with that, I'm really curious just to see, what do you guys think will be in these updates? What do you think the combat update will change? What do you think the mountain update will add? And what do you think will change/be added with the cave update? Because honestly, I'm curious to see other people's theories. I'm sure if we all put our heads together, we can come up with some really cool ideas. But that's all for this video. If you enjoyed, consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing. I really do appreciate it. But anyways, this is JWhisp, and I will see you guys all in the next one.